Hello from Antibes France. Hey there, folks. How are you? Yeah, as the title of our video suggested, we have moved to France, well, for 3 months, not forever. So we actually decided to do our son's second half of fourth grade here in France. So we're homeschooling him, world schooling him, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, it's a lot like when I took a semester abroad in college, so I feel like it's my next semester abroad. So anyway, I just wanted to give that general update. So you're going to start seeing videos from me with a different background, but also I figured I'd share, a little bit about how we made this happen. As you know, if you follow my channel, I talk a little bit about personal finance and how to manage your finance as well, and how to treat your personal financial life like a business. And the net result of that, I guess you could say, ultimately is more control in your life over your finances. I think a more peaceful life because your finances are, well controlled, but also hopefully it gives you more options. We were very thoughtful about saving and investing in our early years, and that produced a comfortable scenario where we thought we could work less, essentially make less money, but have fill that gap with passive income from investments and so on. So that's one step. Another thing that I did though was figure out a way to have more of a mobile career. Now I owned a larger business previous to this stage of life with some friends and partners who still own the business. I decided to leave the business and try to transition to like an independent work scenario. So I ended up figuring out how to do independent CFO work and business manager work, but I could do it from anywhere. And being that I was independent and have multiple clients, I could charge a fairly good hourly rate for it and make decent money working a little bit less hours per week. But another thing we did was we started doing home swaps. We use this website, homeexchange.com, and we've only honestly done a few, but it's a way to travel where you save a lot of money because you are not taking on the cost of the accommodations. You trade your house for somebody else's. It's amazing how smoothly it works. The big challenge of home swapping is finding someone to swap with because you need to find people that want to go where you are and vice versa, and they want to do that at the same time you want to do that, and so on. But when you can get it to work out, which you can, of course, you can even swap your car. Shoot, we went to Quebec and went skiing, and we swapped our golf cart for all of their ski equipment. I mean, just on that one trip, we probably saved $5,000. Now, in this case, we weren't able to work out a house swap for this long of a period of time, but what we did was rent out our house in Florida, and our town has a high rental season for snowbirding. So we were able to rent our house out for January, February, and March, the time that we're going to be here. We charged a great rate for it, and that fee we're getting is slightly more per month than what we're paying here in Antibes for our accommodations. So essentially, it's a straight swap financially. And honestly, the groceries here are cheaper, and I think eating out is either the same price or maybe a little cheaper. So without, extra travel that we plan on doing, it's probably a straight wash on cost. It might even be a little bit cheaper for us to be here. All right, Luca, that's my son back there jumping in the video. So these are some of the things that are great to think about when you're trying to figure out how to be creative and making some of your dreams happen without just having so much money that you can just do whatever the heck you want. We all wish that was the case. That's not even the case for us. We're still being savvy with our money and trying to make our money stretch as far as it can. Luckily, we have enough extra money where we can, do some additional things. But again, as I mentioned, like that's because we did the planning. We were diligent about the savings. We had a goal in mind from early on, and we didn't leave things up to chance. When you leave things up to chance, uh, very likely you're going to have, a mediocre outcome at best. So don't leave it up to chance. Watch more videos on the channel here. Check out my email list. I give a short weekly email with good practical tips. And then also, of course, take a look at our course, Personal Finance Mastery. The entire system of how we think about money, how we execute it, and what we think is important about money is in the course, and it's in a good, easy to follow, step-by-step set of instructions. So check that out, links below. I will see you in the next video.